Hey y'all, we've got to talk about Eugenia Cooney because y'all won't stop emailing me about it. Now, honestly, I've been trying to refrain when it comes to making Eugenia Cooney content simply because this is the worst I have ever seen her. And, it's just morbid at this point. Like, to continue to talk about her, I feel like personally, it's not my cup of tea what's necessarily going on with her to see how bad that she has gotten because I did I was never like an avid follower of her, but I have seen her online a decade ago. So seeing the decline, it has been something else to like truly witness. I actually have an old friend from middle school, and we were talking the other day, and we were talking about old YouTubers we used to watch and enjoy, like Tobuscus, a few other people, and she brought up Eugenia Cooney, and she was like, "I haven't seen her in forever. I don't even think she does YouTube anymore." And I was like, "Girl, she's on TikTok." Oh, my cat's coming. Do y'all hear my cat in the background meowing away? He's coming after my slipper. Listen. Shredder, do you want my slipper? You do? Are you taking one or two? The left slipper was the first to target, you guys. Y'all, my cat is an attention HOG. I'm not going to say the word because he's right here and I feel like he's a sentient being and I don't want to offend him. I love you, Shubber, but if I feel like he's totally fine, he's up my butt all day, but as soon as I step into the office space to make a video, he's like, "Bitch, why are you taking attention off of me?" And I'm like, "I gotta work." Anyways, we was talking about basically Eugenia Cooney, and I was like, "She's on TikTok now," and she was like, "What? Like, when did she switch platforms? She's out of the loop. She's not a social media girly." I sent her pictures of her on TikTok, and she was like, "What the actual, like, is that actually how bad that she has gotten?" And I was like, "Yes, Missy ma'am, it is." And it was a whole conversation that came with that. So basically what we're going to be doing in this video, y'all have been sending me conspiracy theories, y'all have been sending me like LinkedIn profiles, Reddit threads, TikTok videos, links to TikTok lives that are re-uploaded on YouTube, all types of stuff. But I want to just do like a quick like health update. Where is she today? Because y'all obviously see it, but I have a lot of thoughts and opinions because like I said, I've been trying to wean off from making content about her. It's hard to watch at this point, and I just don't want to put y'all through that because there's a lot of people in my audience that does struggle with this kind of thing, and I don't know, y'all. I'm just like having a conundrum right now when it comes to covering her. But literally, I don't want to screenshot my emails because I don't want y'all to be like, "Oh, like you're putting out my personal stuff." But I have gotten like at least almost 800 emails in the last 2 to 3 days, literally just asking me about when am I going to cover Eugenia Cooney and like all types of stuff y'all want me to cover about her. So today we're going to talk about it. So what we're going to be doing, y'all, trigger warning because it's not going to be fun to look at, is taking a look at some photos, screenshots of her TikTok videos, and we're actually going to be looking at the TikTok videos themselves. If you're not in a headspace for this, please click away, protect your mental peace. But with that being said, we're going to be diving right into it. So again, trigger warning, let it begin.
Hi guys! So today I wanted to show you this beautiful little fragrance scent that I got from Fleur. I love the Fleur scents from all the Fleurs that I've tried. I'm obsessed with the vanilla skin. I think this is so cool because this comes with 8 different scents. It's basically a discovery scent set. With this, I think it's so cool because it's really great for traveling if you kind of want to just carry a scent in your purse. If you maybe want to try a bunch of different scents and kind of discover what you like. First, there is Golden Rule, which is really kind of like a cozy, really comfortable, just really like warm vanilla. Then we have this next one called Raspberry Letter, and this one is kind of more like fruity, really fun. My mom loves the smell of like peony flowers. It honestly kind of reminds me of that, but kind of like a nice like raspberry twist. Then next we have Rose Whipped. This one I really like. Probably one of my favorite rose scents that I've smelled. It's rose, but kind of like modern, kind of like with like a whipped creamness to this. It is super pretty, really soft. Father figure, I feel like is a little bit kind of unexpected and really unique. It's very like fresh and earthy and kind of like outdoorsy in like the best way. And yeah, it has a really cool, just kind of like earthy vibe like that. Mood Ring is really fun and citrusy. I feel like going out in the daytime and stuff, like this is a really nice scent for that. Soft Spot here is really like delicate and kind of powdery. I feel like just has like a really nice, clean, comforting scent. So Missing Person, I've heard a lot about.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna stop here because a perfume called Missing Person, that's new. That's new to me. But yeah, there's a lot of new detail to Eugenia Cooney that I have been noticing, looking back at her TikToks now. I've also noticed that her views aren't viewing anymore. Now, when she would upload before, what I have noticed, and this was months ago, y'all, she was getting roughly at least 200K plus. 200K was like the low for her, but she was getting like 3 to 400K. And there were videos that peaked out at like 2.6 million. Insane numbers, but the past few videos that she has been uploading, yeah, numbers aren't numbering. And what I'm thinking about whenever I see her views just not viewing anymore, it's a lot of the people who come in there and give her just straight up sympathy and tell her she's beautiful just to do it because they see her, they feel bad, they want to be nice. That's like seeing somebody from like Make-A-Wish. Like you want to go out of your way to be nice to them because you feel bad for the inevitable of what's going to come. Now, I've talked about this before. If you feel bad for somebody, it is 100% okay. Eugenia is not the best person. We've talked about this as well in the past. But it's okay to still look at her and feel bad and have that sympathy. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you want to support her, there are other ways to do it other than becoming an enabler and jumping to her live streams and telling her how beautiful she is and not to worry about the haters. Because that, along with a lot of other combinations of things, is what led to this point right now. There's been tons of speculation. We don't know what started this for her, but we have seen the encouragement and positive reinforcement that she has gotten from so many people on the internet while creating content steadily decreasing in health. A lot of people jumped on and was like, oh, you're so pretty, you're this, that, and the third. And they're ignoring images such as this. Her hands are absolutely terrifying. They are terrifying. Her wrist bones make me genuinely uncomfortable and sick to my stomach to look at because I have never seen a wrist bone like that other than the ones that were in my high school class on a skeleton where we learned. Okay, now, the chest. The chest is so bony it looks like it's a whole separate rib cage up there. Look at her neck. And I'm not saying, look at this, look at this. Like, I'm not doing this to be, like, hateful or spiteful or anything like that. But this is how freaking bad that it has gotten. And she still has people in her live streams enabling this. Why does she get on TikTok Live? Because people get on there with her, watch her, give her support, and continue to enable her being online and showing this stuff off. Missy ma'am, like, she has bones on her face protruding from areas. I did not know bones could protrude like that. Look at her wrist. But what is she doing? She's getting on TikTok Live for hours on end wearing My Little Pony shit. Bones protruding in places we didn't even think that was possible. We did not know. I did not know personally it can get this bad. But here we are anyway. With her on TikTok Live, this bad in her health, talking about fragrances and fun scents. What? And people are eating this up. They are in every one of her live streams. They are enabling this, telling her how freaking good that she looks because it's beautiful when your bones are showing. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. And it's absolutely sickening at this point just to see the amount of people who still get in her live streams just to tell her that. Y'all, there are people who get in her live streams and tell her, you're doing great, sweetie, on some Kris Jenner shit, and tell her to ignore the haters, ignore anybody who's critiquing her because we're just weird reaction channels who have nothing better to do with our lives, apparently, other than talk about her. Plot twist when it comes to Eugenia Cooney reaction channels, we're disturbed to the extent we gotta talk about it because Nobody should be looking at Eugenia and aspiring to be this. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are looking at her and aspiring to be like that. Her TikTok, her Twitter, it's terrifying. I've never seen that form of the community before. Before I got on Twitter and looked at her stuff, in the communities that are surrounding her pages and resharing her photos, talking about their BMIs, their calorie intakes, and how they're going to continue to push it down, 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 so they can be body T goals like her. Body T is a saying I've never heard before until I started looking into these communities. And everybody literally looks at other people who are very frail and they're like, oh, body T. No, that's terrifying. This next video is muted because it is 100% copyright. I'm not dealing with that type of... That's annoying as hell, trying to get around copyright. So, it's muted, but here's the video. Take a look. I don't know if this little, dip above her lip is a side effect from the amount of weight she's lost or what, but it's something I'm just now noticing. I don't know if it was there before or not. I just noticed it. Her face has slimmed down so much. It's literally, you guys, pulling her ear to make her ear have a thinner appearance now. Ears are one thing I heard rarely changes on your body as you grow. I watched a DNA specialist and he was saying how basically noses and ears, I'm pretty sure it was noses, those are the two things that it takes a lot to get them to start looking differently. And I could be wrong on that, but this was years ago I seen that. Now, these little bumps on her jawline, everybody has those. They're a part of our skeleton, but you really got to push up on your face to feel it. I really got to push down to feel that, and you can visibly see hers. And again, her hand. You can see every single bone, and it's highly concerning. Deb should be in prison. And I know, okay, y'all, let's get into this real quick. There is a running conversation about if Deb should be jailed or not for Eugenia's condition. And everybody's argument for that as to when they say no is, well, Eugenia is an adult, so technically Deb isn't responsible for what her adult daughter does. And the states recognize Eugenia as an adult, whether she's mentally competent or not, she's an adult. But I personally think that Deb should be jailed, and here's my argument as to why. This didn't happen to Eugenia as an adult. This is something she struggled with as a child and a teenager under Deb's care in her home, to which Deb then pulled her out of school because counselors were concerned and started to talk to the parents about it, And Deb continued to let this happen. Deb was negligent to her child and teenage daughter, and even more negligent now, might I say, as Eugenia as an adult. I think she should be charged, just based off of that right there. I don't know if there's laws that can get that to happen or not, but like I said, she was a child when this started to occur. Something should have been done. Now, these are pictures that were over on Eugenia Cooney's Snapchat, her arm. You know what? I'm going to give y'all a moment of silence. I'm just not going to talk. I'm going to throw up some photos. It'll probably last for about 30 seconds. Feel free to look at the screen. I'm going to go away for just a moment. I'll be right back. Her hair is thinning. Bones are 10 times more visible. You can probably take your middle finger and your thumb on either hand and touch them over any part of her body, which again is, that's sick in more ways than one. I did make a video a few days ago where I did reference Eugenia Cooney. I think I did play a TikTok clip of her, but I can't really remember. But I basically talked about how I've been using TikTok a little bit more, and I don't know if it's like my algorithm, because I usually just use TikTok to upload gameplay that I have, something I just started. It's very new into the process of it. And to get clips from Eugenia to react to. And maybe me only searching Eugenia on there for the clips to react to has altered my algorithm in some weird way. But a lot of the communities started to pop up. And almost every single account that I came across that day, and it was about 20, at least 18 of those 20 accounts were actively promoting and encouraging anorexia and disorders. Children, minors under the age of 18 were comparing weights, BMIs, calorie deficits, and giving each other very detailed tips of how to get to a certain body style, and literally saying thing with the star emoji. I said in that video, okay, looking at this content, now have my eyes open to how bad it actually is. I understand Eugenia not being banned for eat-related content because she's not getting on there and telling people to follow in her footsteps, to look that way, to do this, that, and the third, to achieve that goal, but she's actively unaliving herself on camera, on TikTok, every single day for people to see, posting videos about her regression in health, basically. Sure, since she's not actively promoting it, I do understand. Well, she is promoting it. Hear me out, though. Like I said, she's not telling people, hey, come do this, even though she clearly knows what she's doing when she does put out her content. I want to be very clear on that. How are platforms allowing her to literally unalive herself on a 13+ app and not saying about it?
Okay, so it was such a nice day out today, guys, that I was like, let's go to the beach. And with it being such a nice day, I had to bring this with me and show you guys this. So this is Salt Air Sandalwood Fine Fragrance. It is a super nice body mist, and I have been loving it. And there's a really cute little bundle on TikTok Shop where you also get it with this Salt Air body butter, which is super nice, really light. I feel like has a really cute like beach vibe. So this is the packaging. I just feel like it looks so pretty with the beach, and you'll see here it has notes of creamy sandalwood, sheer amber. So yeah, and it smells super nice. I feel like it has just kind of a really nice light body mist scent and super beachy, really nice. Then here is the body butter with the duo, which is also really, really nice. I feel like feels super nice on your skin, really soft. I feel like the size you get too, guys, is really good, which is awesome. Like, look how much product you get here. And on your skin, I'm kind of putting a little bit on my neck right now. It feels super hydrating, just really soft, and I love it. And yeah, you guys, so it smells super good. I feel like it is fitting the beach vibe today. Love this. So if you want to try it, there is this awesome duo on the TikTok Shop. So check it out, guys.
I did take a few screenshots of that video we're going to be taking a look at, but I quickly want to talk about the editing that I've noticed in her videos the past couple of days. They're getting very sloppy. One thing that always drove me nuts is she will go to places that are extremely busy and try to talk while filming, and that just leads to my ADHD. I can't do it. Like, I just can't pay attention to what she's saying. I'm focused on the background noise. It drives me nuts personally. And I always thought to myself, why ain't she just filming it, then doing the voiceover? She's never really done that. She's done it a few times, but it's not really her thing. It is what it is. But the editing, there's been like glitchy looking moments in there because she's cutting clips and then jumping to a next one, and it's just not a smooth transition anymore. Never really was the best, but I've noticed her editing has been getting very sloppy too. But in my opinion, with her videos being so sloppily put together now, it's probably due to the lack of energy she's genuinely experiencing, and she just doesn't care at this point to spend that extra energy on trying to make them look decent. Her hair is thinning. It's been thinning for a while now, but at this point it's super visible, and it's like she doesn't even care to try to hide it. And this, genuinely, y'all, this is the smallest arm I've ever seen in my life. Y'all, look at her hand. This is honestly the worst hand I have ever seen in my life. And I'm not saying it's like, y'all know what I'm saying. I've never seen somebody be this emaciated. Y'all, that's genuinely scary just to look at. This is why I've been refraining from trying to make content about her. But anyways, with that being said, now I am outside. I have a lot to do today. But I did want to get to this video. Y'all, I love that you guys take advantage of my email, but we gotta slow down on the emails, because I really, at this point, I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. There is a few days I just took off recently where I got fairly sick. I had a sinus infection. I just was not doing well. at all. So I decided to take a break. I took like 3-4 days off of YouTube, and my emails were literally like popping off. I love that you guys email me. I love reading them. I don't get back to everybody. I'm busy a lot of the time, so when I have a few minutes, I'll sit down and read what I can. But let's slow down on the Eugenia Cooney emails because it's uncomfortable at this point to cover her. I will still make videos here and there with her, but like I said, it's just not, she's not doing well at all. And I just don't know how much longer she's going to be with us, and it's just a whole conversation that needs to be had. It's going to be a separate one. But I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I'm just going to let her be for a little bit and see what happens. Honestly, with how bad that she has gotten, I might do like a small documentary, maybe like an hour-long video just detailing the start of her career to where she is now. That might be something that I do, because covering her today in full, it's not really my cup of tea right now. But I might do that little documentary, make like an hour long, just cover her start to where she is now, like I just said. I feel like that'll be fun for us to do, fun for us to talk about. I can throw in all those conspiracies that I had made videos about before. Those were really fun. Y'all were really into that. But with that being said, this was Eugenia Cooney's health update right now as of 2025, and nothing's changed, it's only gotten worse. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions about anything we just discussed in today's video in the comment section down below. And I will catch you in the next damn video. Alright, bye. Plus, by the way, you guys, I do have 3 different Kayla Malik videos that are coming out soon. I am waiting for the copyrights to be resolved. Then those videos will be uploaded. Okay, bye.